The paper must be between 1,500 and 2,500 words, excluding notes, annotated bibliography, and title page. The title page must include the title of the entry, the name and the division of the student, and the category if it is a historical paper. The annotated bibliography must be separated into primary and secondary sources.
Best to just get it all done the first time, like when you first gather all your sources, just to annotate it directly then, because it takes more time to do it once and then go back and do it again. And if you annotate your sources nicely, then you don't have to search for things, and then you can just like read what you wrote and be able to use that in your...
The topic must be clearly linked and demonstrate exploration of the entire theme.
So every year they give the students that are doing this a general theme, and then they give like certain choices, like examples, and then you can follow the examples or make your own. So I made my own and I chose Uncle Tom's Cabin for mine. And then I thought of like my general thesis, what I wanted to say, and like the different points of the body paragraphs. And then as I found more sources online that are like more diverse, like some database or sources, and then like newspaper articles from the actual time period, then that kind of helped me narrow down like what I wanted to talk about in my paper and other stuff that I wanted to.
The paper must demonstrate the significance of the topic in history. Citations must be provided within the body of the paper.
It was something about changing places, people, and ideas. And
turning points.
Yeah, turning points. And Uncle Tom's Cabin was a big turning point in the Civil War. And the historical impact of that was really significant, with the North and South were teetering on the edge of war. And then the book came out and just changed everything. And so I kind of covered historical impact by including like the different rebellions that were happening and all the events that were leading up to the...
The paper must demonstrate wide and balanced research and use of the primary sources.
I had a lot of photographs and letters and like newspaper articles, and then I used the actual book for like quotes on like how it showed southern plantation owners, because that was a big deal about it. A lot of people didn't like how Uncle Tom's Cabin did that, so it's, yeah, I used a lot of primary sources and I tried not to use as many secondary.
Paper must be historically accurate. The paper must show interpretation and analysis.
For interpretation, the paper isn't, or the project isn't just about like stating a timeline of historical events and explaining it. You have to show how it impacted different groups of people and why it's historically significant. And so that's where a lot of the interpretation comes from when you're using your sources, like learning how to use them and where to put them. You're already interpreting like the information. And with the analysis, just the whole project is an analysis of a certain event or happening in the course of history.
Paper must place topic in historical context. The presentation of the topic must be creative, original, and well organized. The student must follow copyright laws. Submit your paper to nhdinfo@ocde.us by the due date.